strip off the word compose, it just means to arrange. So arrange what? You have something inside the frame. What is that something? So start to look for line, texture, shape, lights, motion, perspective, or any two things that can create a relationship. So, a photograph achieves greatness when every single element in it contributes to one overall effect and nothing is wasted. It doesn't mean that in every frame must have all this. It simply means that most of the time it contains few or more elements in it. So what most important is that to become aware, how do I put all these elements together? That's what composition is all about. Let's take one simple example. The first thing that I have to decide whenever I take out the camera, should I shoot like this or like this? I don't know, because it depends on what is that something in it. What if that something in it is only green color? So should I shoot as A or should I shoot as B?
Depends.
Well, depends on what?
On the subject.
Yeah, example?
Like building, you can tall building.
Ya lah, ambil lah.
Sambut.
Okay, what I'm trying to say over here, what is the difference between this picture? Let's assume this is a picture with a nice green color and this picture. If you talk about stability, which one looks stable? The white one. Now you got some meaning already. So if you look at it in the vertical form, does it show something like a bit grand? Does it show something like it stands out among the rest? Because the position is standing compared to the position is lying down. So if you are trying to show stability in your photo, maybe this is good. If you are trying to show ego, big, height, then you can use maybe vertical. Again, it's again personal choice. So this is a horizontal format, landscape format. Please ignore this human because with this human, it can make hell of difference for the other photo. So just ignore the human first. Do you prefer this one or this one? Number 1 or number 2?
Number two.
The other one.
Exactly. There is no right or wrong. Oh, you want the thing. Okay, let it know lah. Yeah. Afterward. Okay, it depends on what do I want to show. But if I'm looking at this angle, because of this human, and he's sitting down, the photo works because it looks stable. It looks someplace to stand, to sit down, and because of the landscape format, it looks stable. So far, so good.
Yep.
But only that I don't like a little bit, this is a bit empty to me. But something that I cannot avoid. So later on, I'm going to talk about why I compose it in such a way. We're just talking about vertical landscape. But this one was so nice for me because I can see the flow of water from up, going down, coming down. It's a different feeling. Because if I were to show the movement of water, this is what I choose. But if I want to show the scene as a nice place to relax, I prefer this one. So again, the intended purpose, what is my intention in snapping this photo? Okay, now we talked just now is empty element and then I start to show some example. And then now we have one element. We have 1 tree over here. 1 tree at the bottom, 1 tree at the top. What difference does it make between these two? Yeah, up and down.
Near and far.
The distance.
Distance. Which one feel nearer, which one feel further?
The first one nearer.
You got already, so I won't give you. Okay, this one feel nearer, this one feel further. Alright? And this one also can feel that it's firmly rooted on the ground because it's at the base. This one can look like hanging. So whenever this one looks like hanging, should I find another subject in the foreground to add to here?
Yes.
Now you start looking. So composition is not that difficult anymore, right? Let's add more choice. What if I have the sky, the cloud, and the tree, the sky, the trees, and people in it? So I'm trying to show the same example. If I put the tree at the bottom, the top part is empty, so I must fill up with something else, which is to support the subject. So if I have a nice dramatic sky, that will be great. Same goes to here. If I put the tree behind, that means I don't want to show so much of the sky. Find something in the foreground to add to it. As an example, I have this cartoon of a human. So composition basically is about internal awareness that you are keep on questioning self what to place inside that box. How do you want to place it? Near, far, left, right, up, down? Should place it up or only part? Should I go nearer to the person? Yeah, so never mind. Okay, and then go outside. Yeah, that's what you're doing. I say I'm going to the rock, go near. Yeah, not nice. Go back behind. Same like human as well. Should I be placed towards top, bottom, or corner, or single object, or several? What do I want to show? So, as an example, those are the visual elements that we have. I show one example. This is, I don't know what's the place anymore. It's the temple. Sorry, temple. This is taken black and white IR. So, is there any lines? Because we're talking about visual element just now. Yes, there are a lot of lines. Is there texture? Yes, texture on the cloud, texture on the water, texture on the pathway, texture of the tree. Is there any shape? Yeah, I can create some shape to it. Every time you're looking at the cloud, oh, the baby is drinking milk. Oh, there is a shape. There's a shape. It doesn't matter because it's personal, right? Personal interpretation. There is a light. Of course, when we talk about photography, we must have lights. Motion is not so evident, but I can still sense some motion over here because the wind is blowing and then I can see some movement on the water. But I just blank out that one. And we have perspective and relationship. What is my perspective? I'm looking at the horizon. So this line is guiding me going to the somewhere. And the relationship is referring to the distance. Relationship over here doesn't mean boyfriend, girlfriend, partner. It's just meaning that a spatial from one object to another object. As an example, if everyone over here same size like me, can I know that I am fat? No. I must have someone which is thin, like a pillar. Oh my God, I'm so fat. That's relationship is all about because you have two objects to compare and contrast. Okay, look at another example. Do we have lines over here? Of course. Do we have texture on the boat, on the water? We have shapes. It's something like a triangle, 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 and rectangle. There is a light to define it. There's a motion, there's perspective, and there is a relationship to it. Relationship, the boat, the water is moving fast to an island. I don't have to tell, but